Every good man deserves genuine good value from a woman. Okay? Every single good man deserves genuine good value from a woman. Now you can say, well, not all men are good, and that's the truth. We know that when we're growing up, there was a bunch of guys who just wanted to play and, and do their own thing, but there's always one or two that was, reckless, crazy, maybe, beat up his friends and everything else. But for most of us, we know that those guys were not the majority. They were never the majority. A lot of guys, when we think about primary school, we just wanted to go to school, just wanted to play. You know, most people were just average, basically going about their day. Intentions are good. If it's school, you just did the best you could. If it's sports, you're competitive enough as a man. Just going through the role that life's dealt you as a man, as a boy. Now, what I learned that most of these young guys, when they become young men or they become older, they get treated to this idea that men are fearful and they need to perform to prove that men are not fearful. And the individuals that they perform for are these women who oftentimes manipulate and use them. So, on one hand, we have guys who are genuine and sincere with the intentions. The guy is just going to work, and I've used guys who are grown. You're just going to work. You just do your bit. You pay your taxes. You do everything just right. Most communities, normal communities, that's the majority of people. They just want to live. I just want to just want to get to work. I just want to go home. I just want to play my video game. Whatever it is that they do. Good person, average, nothing crazy. Not your Chris Brown, not your athlete LeBron James, nothing like just good guy. Now, what's happened is that men think that they mirror the opposite of females is the same in terms of ratio of good. But I believe that's where men are deceived and deluded because a lot of women operate with the I deserve because I'm a woman. So even if I have to get it to manipulate, even if I have to lie, because a lot of, no offense to women, a lot of women these days, they do not represent good value to men. Think about how many men cry after being divorced. They cry that they've been divorced. I can't see my children. I use that example because it's something that I can relate to. And in the men's group, we talked a lot about that. So, or guys who say I used to go out with a girl, I bought her everything, she still cheated on me. So we see that the things that we deem as bad in women is very common. Let's say she plays you, you use her money and for all these things, or she's all about the nightlife too much, and you about working, and you waste your time with her and your money and resources. So the things that we deem as bad in terms of traits in women is quite common in women, and the things that we deem as men violent, men beating up and doing crazy stuff is small. That's why I say men are not careful enough to say I'm good value. That's why I said all good men, if your intentions are good with somebody, you deserve the reciprocity. You deserve good value back. And this is whether it's just to your mother or you're dealing with your mother, you deserve good value from a woman. Genuine good value. Meaning their response that's positive in keeping with your intentions. Now we know that life is not fair. But the statement remains true because a lot of guys, they're the butt of the joke. They're being laughed at. They're the good guys. They're the ones who seen, and yet they're the ones who carry the weight of the community on their shoulders. Whether you're a plumber, electrician, tradesman, whatever, contractor. Okay. So all I'm saying is, I want this message to reach the guys who are genuine good guys, just going about the life. You deserve. So if you're not getting that from anyone, sister, mother, wife, reassess. Sometimes you got to pull back. And I admire those who are not committing themselves to relationships that don't serve them. A lot of females use the term, oh, it doesn't serve me, it doesn't serve me. But a lot of men are in situations that don't serve them. They're in full servitude with their labor, their time, their emotionality, their resources, and compliments, and yet they do not get genuine good love back or genuine value back. It's almost like setting up a company, a multi-billion-dollar company as a man. that's taking you forever to put together. It's taking you a long time to put together. And then for some reason, in terms of females as employees, as an example, you just let them pull up to work and that you take that as they've performed the job. You know that every person you hire in a company has to do their task. It's not enough for them to just show up to work. It's not enough for them just pull up in the car park and look the part. And unfortunately, a lot of men are allowing that to be the standard, where a woman just says, this is what I bring. This is me. This is it. You get this. So there's no genuine good value. There's no support. There's no words of affirmation to be affirmed. Admiration, appreciation. Appreciation is a big one. You don't see gratitude in women because they're entitled. So, and part of it is because y'all men are allowing to be a good man, being taken advantage of, and not pulling back. But I'm glad to see the tide is changing. But all I'm saying in this video is that all good men should get the value back. If you start to demand that value, like my company needs a marketing person, you're not doing marketing jobs, so you can't stay in this role, bye-bye. Or you're not qualified for this position, bye-bye. And not because women will retaliate by shaming you. And if you can get past that, we're going to get far further in society, because good men will get their respect, the admiration, the adoration that they deserve. Because you as a human being on this planet, whatever you build, you want to make sure that you get the value, genuine good value, genuine love, genuine support, not being played. So don't give yourself over to OnlyFans. That's not worth it. Don't give it over yourself to dating platforms out of loneliness. Find other ways. I know it's easier said than done, but you deserve it. Because sometimes we don't get told that we deserve it. It's okay to say, I work hard for this. If this woman is not going to play ball, she might be pretty, but she needs to do more than just turn up. Remember that we live in a hookup culture. Sex is freely given from a lot of people. A lot of people are getting sex for free. So if you are paying with your time and your life for something that other people are getting for free, you're not getting good value. You're not getting good value. So as a good man who's about your business, I salute you, because a lot of guys put in time, especially contractors, workers, tradesmen, guys who are, all the structures not going up themselves. Women may not see it or choose to see it, but the maintenance and the construction is not, cable guys, everything, installations. So you are a good person going about that life, stressing out, dealing with your boss, dealing with the stresses of life, making payments on your home, and you just being a good person. And now you're being categorized as creep, as lame, as a loser, as a good guy. Pull back and say, hey, I'm going to contain all of this because this represents $1 billion company. And we want to hire people that are qualified. If no one qualifies, then we're going to keep our contractors. That's it. On a contract-to-contract basis. All good men deserve good value. It's time that men rise up in their mind and not even pay attention to the discourse online and just say, hey, I deserve good value. So any woman that you deal with has to bring good value. Like, so what's good value? Well, number one, no lie, no deception. She can't just bring her looks to the table, because that everybody experiences that. If you're looking for somebody who's a help me, you better get that help me. That's what you're looking for. You gotta set the standards. My woman needs to be this. If she's the kind of person who complies with you when you say don't dress a certain way, she needs to do that. If she does not want to, that's okay. Let her go, because you deserve good value. Good value means an employee, especially I've used the company as an example on purpose. An employee will always desire to impress the company. So if you're putting in and you're happy to go hard the way most men do, the more most men give, make sure that there's a return on that. They've made this thing transactional. Oftentimes, men are not transactional. We give out of the goodness of our hearts, and most women are recipients of this kindness. But it's time that we demand the good value. So therefore, if it's not serving you, if it's not doing what it's supposed to, if there's lies and manipulation and deception, heartbreak, let it go. Peace, love, and blessings.